doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball next on the show. Brett Anderson is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, I love watching this guy pitch. I went back, looked at the video of his last game. He pitched into the 6th inning, threw the ball great, had electric stuff when he needed to, pitched out of some tough jams, and pitched well enough to get the W. So I think we'll see tonight really firsthand what kind of pitcher he is. We'll get to see it firsthand.
Second baseman, number 5.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. HR, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is the last game before a 9-game road trip, and it's important to win that last game before you go off on a long trip like that. 9 games is a long time.
A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. 3-0 now. Hernan Perez waits on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. HR, how do they go about completing the sweep on the road?
Well, Matt, this game's going to be a slugfest. I mean, to me, the key might be getting in that bullpen first. Who scores early? Who's able to get in that pen and just continue to keep the pressure on the other club?
Stepping up now, Hernan Perez. His prior history in this matchup, 1 for 4. He's taken him deep once. And that one right down Main Street. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Matt, you know, Dixon's interesting. I've seen a lot of pitchers complain because he's the hitter's umpire. He's really tight on the corners. You got to basically put the ball in the middle of the plate to get that call. Pitchers can't stand it. Hitters love him.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Ryan Braun, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Zach Davies is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outings from time to time. ERA last year just a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game, and that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game, give him a chance to win.
In now is John Jay. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Harold Reynolds, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, they've won the first 2 games, Matt, here on the road. And that's impressive anytime you do that. Now they're looking for the sweep. In this place, that's pretty good.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. The 1-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Full count. Here it comes. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Braun will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
The 2-2 one more time. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here's the pitch. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
You hate facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, and now you go down 0-2. You have no idea what he's going to throw here. The at-bat's almost over.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in, Travis Shaw. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Third baseman, Travis Shaw.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Well, that's a good positive step. Got off to a slow start here in April. That's one you build on right there.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Chop foul over towards the coaching box.
Oh man, I think he thought he's going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Cubs. And I'm looking at John Jay. You know, John Jay doesn't run real well, but you would not know it. He gets such great jumps on balls that he's places he should not be. You think the ball's going to land, and then you see John Jay sitting there waiting for it.
At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. From the stretch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Jay going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Second and third here, 1 man out. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Takes a high fastball for a strike. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Bryant has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And it's been a good start to the current campaign with the average up over 300 so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The 1-2 pitch. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. And now against his body. A jump throw. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Pitcher, Zach Davies.
In now, Zach Davies, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
The 0-1 delivery. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Here it comes, 0-2. Hit down the line at first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Brewers forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Brewers 1 and the Cubs 0. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Brewers. And I'm looking at Travis Shaw. They got him playing third, but he can play the outfield as well. But the bat really got him to the big leagues. But I was so impressed when I saw him charge a bunt and make a throw on the run from the defensive side. Offense and defense. Really impressive young man.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch coming. Here it is. Slow grounder to first. Aguilar takes it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Welcome back to baseball on the show from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloudgate there, a popular tourist destination in Millennium Park.
Leading off for Milwaukee, second baseman.
Striding in once again, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Schwarber is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Still far too early for any semblance of a race to take shape, but we'll give you a look anyways at our standings here in April. Digging in to try it again, Hernan Perez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Contreras is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
So 2 away in the Brewers half of the third. And that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Braun awaiting the 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Here it comes. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Hayward going back. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it 1-0. Here's Addison Russell, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That curveball just froze him. That's one of those big curveballs you're expecting to go start at you like this one did and break all the way down to the bottom of the plate. But this one didn't get that big break away, and it froze him.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate. He just fouled it off.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting 8th, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. And he's been swinging the bat really well in April. He's got that average up over 350 to start the new season. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Infield single, as innocent as it may sound, that might be a rally starter right there.
Pitcher, Brett Anderson.
Standing in, Brett Anderson. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Sean Shea.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Jay, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Contreras rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 1-1.
Whoa, those 2 out base hits, those will kill the other team right there. He comes up with a big hit to tie this game.
Kyle Schwarber.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Broxton's under it. And that retires the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Out of play off to the right.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
Now here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Another full count pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Standing in now, Keon Broxton. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
A high fastball is in there.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
And the pitch on 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Grounded back up the middle. Russell ranging to his right. On to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jesus Aguilar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Fly ball out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Perez on the move. And that's the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. One and 0 pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Broxton is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to center field, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
Well, that base hit right there gives him a 9-game hitting streak.
Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. You got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to cruise through this thing. And now look at him. Boom, boom. Base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Here's Addison Russell as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
You got to be thinking he's going to throw that changeup eventually. He's got you 0-2, hasn't shown it yet, and you know that's his out pitch.
And he misses there, 1-2.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Ready for another chance?
Leading off
Jet
for the Brewers,
Bandy. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Bandy.
Here's the pitch. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. And the Brewers get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting, pitcher, Zach Davies.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Zach Davies comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
This is a situation you love as a hitter. It's an RBI situation tailor-made for you. If you hit the ball on the ground, you're going to pick up that run, and it's going to give you the lead.
Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 5. Second baseman.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Villar. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Schwarber sprinting after it, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves one. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Settling in now, Wilson Contreras. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Wilson Contreras.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he hung a curveball that time that stayed high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
2-0 pitch on the way. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The pitcher, number 37, Brett Anderson.
Striding into the box, Brett Anderson. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And a changeup right down the middle. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
Man, I like the last two pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Striding in once again, Hernan Perez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Perez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out of play. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch to short, hit hard. Russell's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that base hit right there extends his streak to 9 games. Now, we've been watching him. That's a couple series now. He's starting to swing the bat. You got to start paying attention to this guy. He's getting hot.
Digging in once again, Travis Shaw. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Tough slider down low for a strike. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Ball 1.
The count's 1-1.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That's in there. Base hit. Braun rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling. But, man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a little blooper to center. Jay is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Milwaukee leads it 2-1. Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Kyle Schwarber.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that misses for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Now batting, third baseman.
In now, Chris Bryant. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. No hits to this point. Now here's the pitch. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Man, I don't know if they want any part of him. 2 pitches away. I know he's sitting 2-0 now. This will tell us a lot. Will he come in now, or will he continue to stay away?
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Left side of the infield into the shift. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Ground ball right into the shift. Played on the backhand. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ready for another chance. Ben Zobrist. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Ball 1.
Ball one. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Drilled on the ground to short. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Well, the first baseman tried to do his part and help his partner out, but the throw was just way too off target. He almost makes a great save, but that's going to be a throwing error all the way.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 on its way. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
This has been an interesting game to watch. I mean, he's less than 60% of the time he's throwing that first pitch for strikes. So he's been having to throw stress pitches almost to every hitter.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Well, no surprise, another single to lead off the inning here late in the game, but they haven't had a lot of runs. They've got a lot of hits today, but they haven't been able to put things together. I guess I give a little credit to the pitching staff not allowing consecutive hits to hurt them.
Standing in now, Orlando Arcia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A bullet to first base.
Up next for Milwaukee, pitcher Zach Davies.
Number 75 will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 75.
First pitch swinging here, and he doesn't get much of it as it's sent toward first. He'll go to the bag for 1.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Smoke toward third. Bryant's got it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Brewers strand 1. Score remains 2-2. Luis Ortiz gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Luis Ortiz.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Addison Russell. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Russell.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled back. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Grounded weakly to the left. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning.
Wilson Contreras.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Javier Baez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Perez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Sean Shea.
In now is John Jay. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Hit hard to third. Shaw has it. Oh, but it's thrown away at second. And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1-1. Here it is. Grounded to first. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Justin Grimm has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
52, Justin Grimm.
Digging in to try it again, Hernan Perez. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. Liner towards second. And that's going to be a base hit. So a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took a ball inside and shot it the other way for the base hit.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Career line against Grimm. He's 1 for 2. First offering on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get into chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away. But he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Ready with the 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Snap throw to first, but he gets back in time. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
First two hitters of the inning go back-to-back singles, and now they're first and third. This has the makings of a big inning.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Yanked on the ground down the line.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
1-2.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
This is a big spot right here. Two runners on. You got an 0-2 count. You waste one. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt. Throw one high. Make him chase it, and you got a chance to strand those runners on base.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with one big out on the scoreboard now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. Runners breaking for the plate, and the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. So a gutsy call there, as that takes some serious stones to call the suicide squeeze this late in the game, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. Fouled off into the seats behind first. 2 out here and a runner at second. That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Hey, that was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Digging in and looking for more, Jet Bandy. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Ready with the 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Brewers forced to settle for 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Brewers lead this one 3-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Corey Knebel will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Manny Pena is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Chris Bryant.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Well, look there at the numbers for our two starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
Rizzo.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line to the right side, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 3-2. Digging in, Orlando Arcia. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Koji Uehara enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That was a good pitch right there. Started at the knees, got the hard sink down, got him to swing right through it. Beautiful.
The 1-2 pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
This is not the guy you want to walk right here. Look, the 8-hitter, this could set up a big inning if he gets on.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Schwarber moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Manny Pena.
Settling in now, Manny Pena. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
On the ground up the middle. Gloved by Russell. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball one. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Brewers come up empty here in the 9th. Last chance coming up now for the Cubbies. They trail it here 3-2. Neftali Feliz enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Neftali Feliz.
Now in the box, Jason Hayward. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th.
Right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Chop foul wide of first. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's Feliz on 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
That's a big leadoff hit late in the game right there. Now you're down 1. You get the leadoff guy on. Now he can do a lot of things. Will he steal? Will they bunt him over? Will he score on a gapper? Maybe score on a home run. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they get him home.
Here's Addison Russell, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. To second for 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all over the yard, and they still have the lead. Sometimes you win despite your defense instead of because of it, but they can't keep doing this and expect to be successful.
Miguel Montero will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 47, Miguel Montero.
Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Hey, when you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Koji Uehara wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs.